your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Shadows in the atmosphere charting.
Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So please bear with me, I'm still a wee bit sick and that's why I sound really like stuffy and all at the minute. But I decided I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to record today and try and get as much as I can do as possible because I have been slacking in videos. So this is what today's look is focusing on. I wanted to do a really nice creative eye look simply because Coachella is literally this weekend in the US of A. So I wanted to do something maybe Coachella sort of baby, you know, that type of thing. There's a lot of concerts happening very soon in Belfast as well, and a lot of people have been asking me to do sort of festival looks, so I was like, right, I'll do something like a really colourful smoky eye that will tie in with the festival sort of requests that just have to ask as well, that just have asked as well. I can't even speak today. So I used the Morphe 35B palette today to create this whole entire eye look, and then I also used one of the Plouise pigments in the shade Sugar Daddy. I'm really impressed with how it turned out. It's given me really Stacey Marie Mitchell type of vibes. I've just been loving Stacey and Mitchell. Like, I love their work, I love their creativity, I love how they're not afraid to come up with new things like and create new looks. Like, I just love everything about them, and looking at how they create their looks, it sort of made me feel a wee bit more creative, and it made me create something like this. So I'm super excited for you guys to see, and I'm starting a new sort of trend with my makeup, and I'm excited for you to see the trend as well. So yeah, without further ado guys, if you want to see how to create this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. I'm using the Morphe 35B palette to create this whole entire look. I'm just taking the baby blue shade out of the palette just on a flat brush, and I'm patting that onto the lid space, and then I'm going to go in with the Morphe M576 brush, and I'm just going to start to blend out the edges of the blue shade. So I'm just barely touching the skin. You want to make sure you're barely touching it, because that's where I find now with the technique that I'm doing, you get a more so seamless blend. And then I will go in with a clean blending brush and sort of further diffuse out that product if I think it's not diffusing and blending as well as I want it to. So I'm going in with the bright yellow shade now out of the palette, just on a large fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going around the edges of the blue shade. So usually I would have probably did the yellow first then blue, but now I've just been sort of doing everything sort of back to front. I've took a wee trick out of Stacey Marie's book, and she loves blending her shadows up towards the actual brow. And like sort of feathering it into the actual brow hairs, and that's what I've been doing, and ever since I've been doing that technique I have been like down over it, like literally obsessed. So I didn't want the yellow and the blue to mix and turn green, but the more I thought and the more I looked at it, it actually looked pretty nice, so I just kept it like that. But if you don't want it to turn a wee bit green, just make sure that if you see sort of the colours changing, just go in with the clean blending brush and just repeat your processes over and over again so that everything stays the way you want it to stay. So I've just blended that yellow out, and I'm going back in with my Morphe brush and going in with the blue shade again, just because I thought that I lost a wee bit of the colour, so I wanted to go back in and make sure that that colour payoff was still showing. And I just keep repeating the same process until I'm completely happy and satisfied.
That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care.
So the next shade I'm going in with is this beautiful, stunning navy blue shade. I'm just taking that on a Morphe M200 brush. What I like about this brush is it's really, really dense, and it really creates nice sort of definition throughout the crease because it is so dense. And then after I do that, I'm just going to go back and forth and have a wee play with the previous colours, making sure that everything's nice and blended together and the whole look looks cohesive, because you don't want to go in with all these variety of colours and then seeing a black of colour, a black of colour and a black of colour. You want to make sure that they're all nice and blended together. So I'm now going in with my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water, and I've just dampened my flat brush just slightly, and I'm going in now with my Plouise pigment in the shade Sugar Daddy. This is just the most stunning pigment that God has ever put breath into. Like, how beautiful is that? It's like a glitter pigment, but it's so fine, and I just thought that it completed the whole entire look.
Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fear.
Okay, so I'm now going in with my Aine style lashes from my own brand, and I've just went ahead and put geo glue on it, left them to dry for around 30 seconds just so they're tacky and then they stick straight away. So I just thought I would come on and show you how I apply them. So I've taken my lash tweezers and I've just went from the outer corner of the eye and sort of brought it into the inner corner, and then I just have a wee play about just making sure that everything is all nice and stuck down. Okay, so moving on to the lower lash line, usually I would do the skin first and then I would come back and then do underneath the eyes, but because it's just an eye tutorial today, this is what we're going to do. So I'm taking the Unique Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Scarlet, and I'm just blending that out underneath the lower lash line with a fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. Basically what I do is I pat the product on first, because with my sort of creamy products I like to pat them on in order to get the best coverage as possible, and then I can sort of use my circular blend motions. So I'm taking a sort of bullet brush and that their nice baby blue shade again, and I'm blending that out just using my window wiper motions. So the next shade I'm going with is that navy blue shade, and I'm just taking a smudger brush from the Kira Daily Phoenix collection, and I'm getting as close to the lash line as possible that I can, because this is really going to be the darkest shade out of the whole entire look that I really want to go for besides liner. So I'm literally just blending that there out, and then I'm going back in with the baby blue shade again, just making sure that the edges are blended nice together.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this
Okay guys, so I'm taking my fine liner brush from the Kira Daily Spinks collection, and I'm taking my Unique concealer again, and I'm putting that in my waterline. It's completely safe if you don't have a white liner or anything. It's completely safe to put concealer in your waterline. It's just a wee bit uncomfortable for a couple of seconds, but you do get used to it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Collection Lasting Black Gel Liner, and I'm going to take my Zoeva 317 Wing Liner brush. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just going to really tightline the lower lash line. So I did this on one of my clients the other day, on one of my drag queen clients, and I was honestly obsessed with tightlining with a black liner. It was just so nice. So I didn't want to put black or anything in the waterline because I think it would have just really dimmed the whole look down because it's so bright. So I just wanted to put a wee bit of definition on the lower lash line just by tightlining it using my my liner. Then after I do that, I'm just going to create my little inner corner flick. So basically I'm just following the shape of my tear duct and then sharpening up the edges. So guys, this is the finished makeup look. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. I am really obsessed with it. I love everything about it. And sometimes whenever I feel really down, and if I'm sick like I am now, I like to just sit and play with a lot of colour, and it just makes me feel so much better. Like, I am obsessed with this. I really am. I'm down right now. I really am. So yeah guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed it. I hope that this is sort of tied in with your requests for colourful smoky eye looks, and also like a festival-y type of look as well. I'm raging that I don't have any like bindies or like diamonds or like sequins or anything to stick on my face, but I am going to do like a huge order. And I will obviously come on and do another tutorial for you guys using all those sort of gems and stuff for the face. So yeah, I just wanted to do a really nice eye look today, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. So if you have, please give it a big massive thumbs up, and if you aren't already, please do subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell in the corner, and you'll get notified every single time I upload a video. Everything that I've used will be listed down in the description box below, along with all my other social media, so you can go ahead and follow me on there. I'll also leave a link down in the description box below as well to where you guys can now purchase my lashes. And I am shipping them worldwide as well, because I do know I have followers that aren't from the UK and want my lashes shipped out to them. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching guys. I love you all so much, and I will see you all on my next one.
Your head when you cried for me, hold your hand while the pain was over, keep you warm by the roaring sea, you meant the world to me. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the